Mike Hutchens with Max Connect Technical again, talking here with Nick Lopez, Chief Engineer of Radio One in Indianapolis. Nick, thank you so much for having us be a part of your project here. It was an incredible opportunity. Wasn't fun all the time. But man, I hope you're happy and proud of what we all did together here.
I'm absolutely ecstatic. We had a lot of challenges that came into play pretty quickly for us. The timeline got moved up quite a bit. And then just the scale of everything. We had decades and decades of technology that we were still using over at our old location, and we just needed to modernize. I was somewhat familiar with current technology, but obviously going to someone who knew everything about everything, it seemed like, and had an answer for everything, helped me out so much in designing and ultimately implementing our project here.
Maybe something people will pick up on as they've looked around some of the other videos here. You have a very large Axia plant. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the initial challenges. If you remember, we started planning out your live wire numbering scheme a year ago.
Oh yeah.
Long before we had ever put anything in. It's like, no man, because I know it's going to be tight, we've got to decide now.
Well, that was the thing, is those were the answers that we needed to come up with first. And once we kind of wrapped our heads around all of that, the rest did kind of help fall into place. And it was that future planning that you guys did that helped us also make decisions later down the line about what equipment to get and how we're going to make this whole beast work. The way that you guys, again, were able to give us ideas of best practices, options, and listen to us about what our needs were. We have people that have been with this company for 30-something years, and they like the thing to work the way they like it to work. And you listen to that every time and made the new thing work like the old thing worked.
Right. During a project like this, things still happen, right? Your transmitter goes off the air.
Yep.
You have to go deal with that. Mm-hmm. We can continue to press forward on your project.
One of our big things here is we do head up the Colts and Pacers broadcasts, as well as the statewide news network that carries all of the high school championships. That takes a lot of manpower.
Absolutely.
We have 4 engineers on staff right now, looking for a 5th, anyone out there? And we were tied up. We couldn't be here morning to night, wiring, building, and making it all happen. So having a crew come in that is dedicated to it and not also helping out their home market and being tied up with their own stuff that they all are shorthanded with in their own ways. Having you guys here and being that consistent person, our staff got to know you as family. I mean, they all get excited when Mark comes in the newsroom and they're like, hey, he's here. He's going to help us out with stuff.
And also a lot of the unanticipated things, like making sure you have HDMI cables on hand. Mm-hmm. Making sure you've got power cords on hand. A lot of those things that when you're thrown into it, if you haven't done a build before,
right,
maybe you don't think of. And that's an area where, I think we excel at Max Connect Technical, is thinking of that minutia to keep your project moving forward.
I have a lot of younger engineers under me right now, and so they are getting their first exposure into this world through this project. What a way to start. And one of the other fun things is everyone ogles over your toolbox. Not only are they seeing how to do things, they're seeing what tools it takes to do those things. And they started adding Christmas lists for me.
So another tenet that we try to follow at Max Connect Technical is constantly being aware of, this is your plant. This is your building. So I hope you would agree with me when I say we were transparent with you on how things were going to be wired, where things were going to be, provide you with documentation, knowing that at some point we're going to clear out of here. So hopefully we've equipped you with what you need to continue to run this plant for years to come.
Absolutely. And like I was mentioning a moment ago, the education you kind of give to us really helps out with that. So this was my first full-blown all AOIP situation, and the crash course you guys gave me a lot of confidence to manage it once you're gone. The spreadsheet you probably spent thousands of hours on making with all of the addresses, where it goes and what they do. I referenced it today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me happier than hearing it. Nick, thank you again for having us a part of this project. We're thrilled to be here. A little bit sad that it's coming to an end, but hopefully you'll recommend us to the next person out there that maybe has, a move this size or even a smaller move. We're equipped to help whoever needs help.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.